Let's go. California dreaming, gotta catch a flight later on this evening. LAX bound, can't wait to touch down. Draw Mercedes with my lady and another bus down. Dipping down Sunset, listening to Maze, purple haze got my lungs wet. And I ain't even done yet, finna roll another one just to have some fun with. You know that California killer, often imitated but it ain't none realer. Homie, I remember you used to get
cracking cause you got a little name. I'm J.O. Felony, but you can call me Lil James.
Switch, twist, flip, motherfucking G to a T, hood rich, infamous. In this bitch on trip, lyricist. I'm a quip, I'm a spit, I'm a trip, I'm a crip, I'm for real. I'm a scanner and a bandana clipping. Instant chipping, dipping, hitting switches, no bullshitting. From Atlantic Drive, Santana, Nutty Block. All my niggas, neighborhood, UG blocks. All my niggas riding as one. Can you imagine that? Well, imagine this, and imagine 6 to your dome, halogenic, fuck forensics on a mission. Listen, this is first generation business, nigga. Sharks.
Unlimited artillery. Dealing with a gang of hostility. Crazy guardian angel, mangy gorilla, what's up? Get mango. You're in present danger. Flying off a roller coaster, lost in the ocean. Beware.
Can you hear me? I don't. If you can hear me, put a thumbs up. I think my sound just went out. My phone started ringing, and then all of a sudden, I can't hear anything.
We can hear you.
Oh, okay, great. I couldn't hear anything. Okay, hey, of course, did to me. It was the strangest thing. Hey, welcome to the Hookah Lounge. So happy to be here today. You know I love my Saturdays in the Hookah Lounge, spending it with you guys. Okay, yeah, I got a text. You're on. Thank you. Love you. Looking out for me always. I'm on again alone. Miss Queen Jean decided to spend more time on Blog Talk Radio. So you guys please go support Blog Talk Radio. That's on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. And then G posts it up on YouTube. Those always come up. And oh, you guys should have cut last night's show when it was the Temptations and the Jackson 5. That was so bomb. So make sure you catch that. I think he put it up already. So tonight we have Keturah. She was on the panel with us. So she's going to spend tonight with us because it gets lonely up here by myself. And you know I'll get the chitter chattering like there's nobody's business. So I like to talk to somebody. So we're going to bring Miss Keturah on with us. There she is, the lovely Miss Keturah. And this is like, we go back like a 64 Cadillac. So it's nice to have her here with me. I've known her longer than some of her children have known her.
That is correct.
So this will be fun to have her here tonight. And so some of you that didn't get to meet her on the panel or see her when she did the show with me and Queen Jean, introduce yourself to our friends that are out here with us.
Okay, well, thank you so much. My name is Keturah Gordon. I've known Dee for many, many years. And so I'm just feeling greatly blessed and happy to be here and to be able to have this space to share with you. Shows I've done in the past kind of, relate to me being married. What other ones have I done? I have essential oils. I use essential oils. So check me out on my Instagram page, Aroma Life LA, or my Facebook page, Aroma Life, for all your oil education. And I like to use oils and crystals and just try to heal myself in any natural way possible. And I like to share that with people and educate people. So that's what I do. So yeah, thank you for having me. And I am looking forward to tonight.
Yes, we're gonna have a great time because we also have a good friend of ours on the show tonight. Um, we like to start the show with a toast. So Keturah has her little. Of course, I just have a straight shot. It's my Sabbath, so I laid around all day. I did my little Bible study. I tried to read a book, but Eric, you guys know I talk about Eric all the time. My little pod. He came in here because he watched a debate on something, and yeah, he talked to me for like 2 hours. So we are. I love the pod, which she's met since he was in pull-ups.
Yes.
So we're gonna have our toast on
Yes.
this wonderful Saturday. So everyone that has your drink and your hookah, because you know I got my hookah. Let's toast that. Hey, wait, you want to wait for Wash and do a toast with Wash?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's put Wash in. We'll let him introduce himself after we toast with him. Hey,
Y'all,
Wash.
hey, y'all about to leave me out, huh?
I
No,
know.
we're not leaving you out. Nah. We're gonna toast them. Let's take that toast.
Okay.
Let's get it in.
I see you, Pamela. I got my Patron. So,
I'm on vodka and pineapple, so.
what? Well, I love Ciroc too. I love Ciroc. I have my Belvedere sitting over there somewhere. But I gotta hold it down for the tequila squad tonight. So I've been trying to get you on here for a cool minute. And what's so funny is you hit me up when we were at the G-Lew reunion, the night of our G-Lew reunion. You hit me up, and I was like, okay, so you coming on the show, and here you are.
Yeah.
So,
you know, I don't have no problem supporting nobody who's trying to get it. My family, my homeboys, my homegirls. You know, it is what it is. So.
yeah, and I've known you for a long time. Keturah's known you for a long time. You got a story that's like I put in the thing. It's all LA all day today or tonight because the sun is about to go down.
Yes, sir.
Tell everybody who you are.
All right, my name is Marlon Washington. Look, they call me Marley Moore, little crazy boy. I'm out the rolling 60s. You know, I was born and raised right here on 60th and in the street. But you know, it's me. You know, I this is what I do. You know, I'm not with all the gang banging shit no more. But you know, I know where I was raised and I know where I come from. So you know, that's me.
And a lot of people, like what I really want to dive into today, is like, I'm gonna ask you a lot of questions. I told Keturah before we went live, we're gonna try to be real professional.
I don't have no problem with questions. I love questions. I don't like to just give information. If you ask me, I'll tell you.
Oh no, you're gonna give us some stories tonight also, because you've been around. I mean, between you and Hunter and the story. Oh my goodness, Hunter has me on the floor with the stories.
Right.
So I know y'all got a lot.
Right.
But one thing I want to do is like give the history, because a lot of these young kids don't really know the history of where your hood comes from. They just banging on some weirdo stuff for to be popular. So like, give us a history of where your hood came from, who started it. Like, let the people know where it originated from.
It's still a debate on who started and all that, but I'm gonna tell you my thing. My thing was, I was born in 1967. I'm 54 years old. I was put on my neighborhood. I was put on 60s in either 1980 or 81. I don't quite remember. You know, and I did my thing up until probably 2003, maybe 4, once my daughter was born. So once my daughter was born, I had a homeboy named Lil Looney, and basically it was almost like a truce. He was like, man, you need to stop this gang bang and take care of your kids. So my boy got killed in 1990. And you know what I mean? So it was destined for me to you know, I guess stay hood, but I'm not active. I'm not active no more. You know what I mean? I know a lot of homies, a lot of original homies. I know anybody my age or older, I pretty much know. I don't really like how gang banging is going nowadays. Because back in the days, it was fun. It was fun for us to basically go out and fight people and stuff like that. You know, I'm from the age where we came from the shoulders. We wasn't doing no shooting and all that. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm from.
That's what I was going to ask you, and I was going to get into it later, but like the difference between you were coming up and compared to the way these kids are coming up and the way they're doing things now, like it's just the comparison. I always say it's like a 360 than a 180. I mean, it's so different.
It's a lot different. And my thing was when we grew up, we knew Crips from Bloods and all that because that's how we dress. We dress Crips wore blue, Bloods wore red. But nowadays, I'm gonna say it's a lot harder because everybody wears whatever. You know what I mean? They wear whatever they want to wear. But you knew who was a Crip, you knew who was a Blood back in the days. Now, I don't know. You know, I could care less and I don't know. You know what I mean? But that's how I go.
Do you think a lot of times they do it for the glory, like the killing is for the glory and not really for the hood?
Uh I can't say. You know, I don't know because to glorify killing somebody, that ain't the business. But for the hood, that ain't the business either. But I don't know. You know what I mean? So when I came up, it was basically if you was what under a certain age, the big homies might tell you to go out and do something because the most you can get is up to you 25. Juvenile life was 25. So now that ticket is coming back around, you know, with these prosecutors and lawyers and all that. It's coming back around where if you kill somebody or whatever, murder somebody, and it's before you 18, you can only get to you 25. Which, hey, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's right. I'm not gonna say it's wrong. But you know, I lost one of my homeboys' daughters was killed. Both his daughters were killed by somebody, and now they talking about they only gonna, you know, do until they 25. So is that right or is that wrong? You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah, my son told me that they've like when they were like handing these kids life sentences, now suddenly it's gone to juvenile life. Like it doesn't really matter what, like if you've taken someone's life, they're only like pretty much getting juvenile life, like two lives for juvenile life.
Correct.
Yeah, he was just telling me that the other day. Keturah, you hear about that?
Oh yeah, and you know, unfortunately, what's happening, it's very sad, is that the young kids that are still really entrenched in the mindset of, you know, being down for the hood or whatever it is that they know this. They know that they can go and severely hurt somebody, carjack, home invasion, murder, and they're only going to get juvenile life. They
Mhm.
know this. They brag about it, and it's really unfortunate. It
So
really
you just
is.
answered my question. Because I was gonna ask you, both of you, if you think that if they were sitting there looking like, man, I'll get washed if I just run up in a clothing store and steal some clothes like they were getting 10 years ago or 8 years ago, I'm gonna get washed with 76 years. They wouldn't do that. would they think twice about the charges that they were handing down
I
8
mean,
to 10 years ago?
right. I mean, I think it's a bit different, you know, knowing. I mean, it's me as a kid. If I know I can go out and do this, and I'm 15, and the most I can do is 10 years till I'm 25, that's a big difference. You know, as a knowing if I go out and do this, I don't know what I'm gonna get. Of course, that's a big difference.
Yeah. Wow. Oh wait, I hit the wrong button because there's a lot of comments coming in. I wanted to hit you because there's a lot of people that know you.
You know who, me?
You.
Uh-oh.
You have Tavers King. Oh, he said neighborhood to the neighborhoods.
There go my homegirl Crystal. I see Crystal.
Yeah, Crystal, you got Western Ave is in here. Western Avenue Queen, CBoy, West Hayton Champ,
Right.
Teddy Smith. Much love to the homie CBoy neighborhood. That coconut. You know what? I can't drink coconut Ciroc. There's something about coconuts that just I can't. Yeah.
Look, I'm on pineapple and vodka. That's it. Pineapple and vodka. I'm good. You know, I'm gonna do my thing. You know, I'm out there. Hey,
Much love, Crystal. We see you. We love you, Crystal. True to the game. Good evening, we love you. We see you. True to the game. Pamela, much love, Pamela. Henny God, Crazy Boy 2. What's the deal, player? I don't want to miss anybody. Papi Chulo, we see you.
Hey, Raiders, CBoy, Raiders.
No, you better stop that. You don't have to.
I gotta deal with it every time.
You already know. Hey, look. You know, that's our thing. Look, Keturah, I ain't seen you in a minute, but you know, I'm blessed to see you, and it's been a long time. You know what I mean? But
yes,
you know, this thing you got going on, I'm blessed to be a part of it, and that's what it is.
Thank you.
I think it's really, if I could just say that, Dee Dee having you on here, I think it's really good. And hopefully, a lot of people see this because I think it's important to see somebody that, came from one place and transitioned into a different mindset. And I think that's important. And, one thing that I tell the little people that I work with is that, you can always be gangster and be, keep that in your heart. But that don't mean you got to go out there and do crazy shit and, put in work and things like that. So to see, where you came from and how you've transitioned to, living a family man and things like that, I think that's really good.
That's look. Let me tell y'all something. I'm born and raised. I came out the '60s. My parents. I guess we could say we middle class. You know, I ain't never wanted from nothing. You know what I mean? But growing up where I grew up, gang banging, sports. You know, I was a baseball player. I was a football player. I was a basketball player. I played everything. It didn't matter to me. You know, I was an athlete. But growing up in the hood, like I say, I got put on in the hood like 1980, 81. I'm 54 years old, and I was really with the business. Like I say, I always tell people I was never the hardest Crip from my hood, but I was with the business. I ain't never snitched on nobody. I don't mess with no snitches and nothing like that. So, you know, meeting, doing what I did. I went to Juvenile Hall in 19. Shit, I don't know. I went to Audubon. When I went to Audubon, I went to Webster Junior High. I went to 54 Elementary, then Webster Junior High, then went to Audubon. Once I get to Audubon, boy, all hell broke loose because a couple of the homies were there. I went back to Webster in the 9th grade. I tried to go to Crenshaw in the 10th grade. My mom was like, "No, that ain't gonna happen," because I got so much trouble at Audubon. Went to Juvenile Hall. I always tell people, you know, I went to school. I always went to school. I always had a job. Once I never went to the penitentiary. I went to the county jail and did county jail time. But I was that dude, like, you know what I say. Most of my homies be like, you know, when we was in that county jail, they was like, man, this food is terrible. Wait till you go to the pen. I was like, I'm not going to the pen. I'm ready to go home. Yeah, I want Hungry Howls and all that stuff. I don't want no penitentiary food. So I never made it to the penitentiary. A lot of y'all probably know me from Mac videos. Mac is my sandbox dude. I mean, when I say sandbox, that's what time you got? When do you go to kindergarten? 5 years old, I think. 4 or 5.
Yeah.
What you smoking? You smoking? What you smoking? Oh my God!
This peach is so strong every time I hit it.
Terrible.
I'm not messing with that thing tonight. Okay.
So like I say, you know, it's just, you know, for me, this is my homegirl asked me to come on, and I don't mind, you know, sharing my little story. I ain't never shared my story on Mac videos, and it's not because he hasn't asked me, but it's just, you know, it is what it is. You know, I know he go Mac videos more for original dudes and all that stuff, but you know, I've been with this business for a long time, but you know, it's terrible right now the way our situation is going with the gangbanging stuff.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, because you had said I was never like the biggest and the baddest in the hood, and that's the one thing the husband always says. It's like I didn't need to always go out there and be the biggest dude or the baddest dude in the hood. You know, he was. What do you think about because I like the ones that always have to go out and prove themselves. How do you feel about? They're usually the ones that ended up in prison or dead.
Look, it's not the smartest thing. Like, you know, my whole thing is when I was out there gang banging, I did everything. I went from drug dealing to doing whatever I wasn't supposed to be doing. But I was watching my homeboys go to jail because they might have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 in their pocket. But I always worked.
Right,
So
Western Queen.
my whole thing was I always, if the police pulled me over, I had a check stub. So I might have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on me. They wasn't gonna take my money. I worked, you know. So
Right.
that was my whole thing. That was to me, that was a smart thing to do, you know. But I don't downplay anybody who hustled, who came out the hood doing what they do. You know, I done been around killers. I done been around hell of a dope dealers. I done been around everything. You know, I've been loyal to the soil, as they say. I've been loyal to the
Right.
soil. I ain't never snitched on nobody. Can't nobody come on here and tell me, oh, Crazy Boy, Marty Boy, Marlon Washington told on me. No, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't how I was raised. You know what I mean?
I want to shout out to Veronica. Oh, go ahead. No, go.
Oh, I have a question. So you said that, you know, when you kind of slow down, it was, you know, you had your daughter, right? So
Yeah.
my question is that how did, you know, your inner circle of other people that are, you know, in your gang, like, did they, I'm not saying that they lost respect for you or
No,
said, you know, you weren't with it, but when you stopped, you know, quote unquote, putting in work or whatever, you know, how did people, you know,
it
deal with
was
that or?
Couture. It was never like that. You know, I don't think I ever got question from a homie. But my whole thing was when I had my daughter, that just showed, hey, it's time to step my game up and be a grown man. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying any homies that don't have kids or got kids and still doing what they're doing. It is what it is. But
Yeah.
for me, like I say, I came from a decent family. You know, they always say Bloods, Crips, whatever, gangbangers come from single family homes. I had both my parents. My parents, especially my dad. My dad was a probation officer. So I'm doing what I do because my dad's a probation officer. When I went to juvenile hall, I'm in a facility where my dad is working. You know what
Oh,
I
I
mean?
didn't know
So
that.
yeah, so I'm in a facility where my dad is working, and then my homeboys who there like, man, that go your dad over there, you know. But it didn't never keep me from, saying, well, I need to stop now. I'm gonna do my thing. Pops respected how I was. But when I came home from juvenile hall and I talked to my dad, and he was just like, you gotta do something else, man. Either this juvenile hall shit is gonna lead to death or something jail.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, it's cool. So I got in the probation department. And I love the probation department. I'll tell everybody, y'all know me from the probation department. Basically, y'all know me from the probation department. So I looked at the kids who was coming through there as like my little brothers. That's how I looked at it. It was nothing different. I didn't treat nobody terrible. You know, enemies. If we call enemies at that time, it didn't matter. Everybody, y'all was my little brothers. So I worked at Sylmar Juvenile Hall from 1993 up to 2013.
Oh,
And
wow.
2013, hey, they got rid of me because because of something went on, but I ain't tripping. It wasn't no big deal. And I think in the public eye or my parents' eye, I wouldn't talk to my dad about it, and he was just like, it's a job. My
Right.
dad worked 30 years with probation, so he was like, man, it's a job. Go find you something else. Don't trip.
Yeah.
So when he gave me the okay, like, it's okay, you lost your job, it's okay, I was good. I
Right.
was good. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Like I say, I met both you guys in probation. So you know, I've always worked. I always hustled. I always had money in my pocket. That ain't nothing different, nothing new, and it's still the same way. You know.
Well, I was told I wasn't promotable.
Oh, well, hey, you talk shit all the time. So
Yeah, I wasn't. Well, I was too kid friendly and too staff friendly. So yeah, I was told people like me don't promote. So
yeah,
I'm gone. You right, and I'm doing other stuff, doing other stuff.
yeah, it is.
So and happier. So, but it is what it is. But like your dad said, it's a job, and that when I realized this is a job, and there's other things that are more important to me.
Right, right,
Right.
right, right,
So
right.
then you move on. But it taught you valuable lessons because it really taught me how to deal with BS, like real
I
major
mean,
league BS.
right, like you said, it's for me. When I went through juvenile hall in 19, like I said, I don't remember what it was. It might have been 1980, 79, something like that. But the staff that I was dealing with, I was cool with. And that kind of made me say, I wouldn't mind doing this. So then when I was of age, my dad was in juvenile hall. My sister was in juvenile hall. My mother was just getting into juvenile hall. So I'm like, all right, well, let me go and get in. This is my flavor. So, when I'm at Sylmar and I'm dealing with kids and I say homies, enemies, all that stuff, I was good. I didn't have no problem. My problem was with administration. Y'all already know.
Mm.
My problem was with administration. So the kids was no problem, and the kids knew. Some kids who were enemies of the '60s at the time, they knew where I was from, and they was distant, but they were it was laughing. You know what I mean? All right, I got y'all. Whatever. You know what I mean? So I love working at the job, but I'm good. I'm good now. I got three daughters, and they're all right. So I don't have no boys, and maybe that's a blessing from the man upstairs. So I'm good.
That's what I tell myself. Yeah. Yeah, I the only thing I miss is the work I did with because the boys were going to prison. And then I also worked with girls that were going to prison. That's what I miss. I miss the interaction I had with them. I don't
All right,
miss.
let me ask you this then, and both of you guys. So like I said, I went to juvenile hall. I never went to the penitentiary. Nothing. So do you think it's bad parenting that your kid went to prison or whatever? Do you feel that?
Um, that's hard for me because my little brother is sitting in prison right now.
Right. It's hard.
Um,
Huh? It's
yeah,
hard.
I
it is.
mean,
Like I say, my dad was everything. He was everything in the house. I watched my dad come home every day, 9 to 5, working at juvenile hall. 9 to 5, he come home at 6 o'clock. He come home and he have a motherfucking cocktail. He have a cocktail or two and be out in the front of the house. The homies used to say, "Man, I seen your dad. He out there watering the motherfucking street." You know, you know, you know what I mean? He be look, Pops on the real, Pops real. He be in the middle of 60th Street. He be standing in the middle of 60th Street, and 60th Street is a small street. It's not no major street, it's a small street. And homies would hit me like, "Damn, my damn near ran your Pops over." I'm blowing the horn, he wouldn't move. Pops be loaded. But then, he do his thing. He come in, he my mom's would cook or whatever. She may not have cooked. If she didn't cook, Pops come in. I say he made slop. And slop was he might throw some eggs, hot dogs, tomatoes, all in a motherfucking pan, and I'll be sitting there like, I ain't eat that shit. You know, you know what I mean? So Pops he eat that shit and go to sleep. He wake up in the morning, he go to work. Whether it be LP Central, wherever it be, Camp Rocky, wherever, he go to work. But when he came home, he did his drinking. So, that's the household I came from. You know what I mean? It's like, the police ran up in this house in the early 80s and they asked my dad, they was like, "Well, Mr. Washington, you work for probation department, your son's a gang member." He's like, "My son ain't no gang member." So but
Right.
when but I had posters on the wall of the homies' pictures, obituaries and everything. Pops didn't care. He was like, "Oh well, that's pictures and everything." My son ain't talk to me about no gangbanging shit.
Right.
But I was gangbanging. Like I said, I got put on the hood in 1980, 81. I don't remember, but I was gangbanging. Like I said, I wasn't the hardest motherfucker. Never. But
Right.
ain't no homie ever gonna tell me I ran out on. Ain't no homie tell me if we went to Osco's Disco back in the 80s. If we went to what was the other shit that was cracking? Palladium. I ain't never ran out.
Now, if you go on your
I'm a
wall, you
quiet
got
dude.
pictures
I'm a
of
squad.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I'm a fighter. I come from these. You know what I mean? I still got them. I tell youngsters all day, "Hey, I'm 54, but we can get down. Just don't shoot me. Hey, just don't shoot me. Hey, man, I'm
Yeah, that
good.
shooting thing.
Yeah, I'm
Then what
good.
happened to fighting? What happened to just fighting?
That's
Let me
me.
read some of these things. One, Veronica said she's been waiting on this for a long time, but there's some comments that came up that I wanted to read to you. There's been a lot. They're coming up so fast. Big Devil said, when you're out here committing crimes, you ain't thinking about getting caught. You're living in the moment. And that right there is like, I used to say that all the time. It was so much fun. You got to smoking, you committed the crime, like you planned the crime, you went out and committed the crime, and now you sitting there saying, dang, this was stupid.
I mean, that's how I go. But like I say, I was raised. My crew of dudes I was raised with are either in the penitentiary or they're dead.
Yeah.
So, but my crew was, if I'm a roll with y'all, we gonna own whatever we do. So it wasn't never no telling. It wasn't it wasn't about that. So my whole thing is, like I tell these kids, if y'all gonna do what y'all do, own it, homie.
Right.
Don't get in the court and they hit y'all with the 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, and you start crying.
Yeah.
Nah, we don't
Yeah.
get out like that. That's not what we do. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No, we don't do that. You know, and like I say, if I bring Mac, that's my dude. We sandbox, kindergarten, kinder. It's not kindergarten, it's kinder, right? Ain't that what it is? It's
It is
kinder.
kindergarten.
Yeah.
It's not kinny. It's not kindergarten. It's kindergarten. That's where we come up. We come up from camps and all that. That's what we do. After school kickball. That's what we do. Basketball, baseball. You know, that's what we
Yeah, because
do.
of that
So,
picture,
so
Kim
like I
Mack
said,
looks so young.
yeah,
I was like,
I'm loyal to my dude, man. My dude is a real sandbody dude. Y'all listening, he a real dude, man. You know, I love that dude. I know his mama who passed on. I know his brother. I know his family. That's what we do. Me and Kev Mac, we had an issue with my mom saying something about Kev Mac. I I took up with my boy. You know what I mean? So he know what's happening. That's my real dude, man. You know, I got love for that dude. So whoever, I don't know if y'all knew or don't know, y'all go watch my boy Kev Mac video,
oh
please.
no,
That's
he's
not
part of
fair.
he's part of the
That's
G-Lew
not fair.
family.
That's
Yeah,
not fair. Ain't that
he's
right, Keturah?
Hmm.
Like, hey, let me say this. Like Keturah, I just found out some years ago that her family is somebody I grew up with, and that was crazy. You know what I mean? I'm like,
wow.
okay, so we good.
What a
Damn,
small
Yeah.
world.
am I
We're
that good?
all
I need to cut a light on.
connected.
Hold on.
That's crazy.
Am I
Yeah.
Yeah,
am
that's
I
what I
that
was.
dark?
Yeah, you got dark. You know, the sun went down. That's
Hold on.
crazy.
Hold on. I need to cut a light on.
Let there be light.
All right.
There you
There we
go.
go. Jinx, you owe me a quarter.
There we go. There we go.
Before we start the show, I was telling her like you were my friend, and then I didn't know that you were the husband's friend. I was like, because I didn't know, like, what a small world. You pulled up, and I was like, how you know Wash? She's like, that's Caddy.
Yeah,
I was
you know
like,
what I mean? So
small world.
I mean, it is a small world. You know what I mean? I know what I can't say I know what she went through, but I know her little past and what she kind of went through with her. You know what I mean, with her peoples. But you know, I got respect for her. She was a real good person. You know what I mean?
That's
So
my girl right there.
yeah, just like
Aw.
all y'all. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
I love all y'all. You know what I mean? So my whole thing is just keep it 100. I'm a 100 type dude. You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know, hey, if I got a problem with you, I'm gonna tell you, hey, look, I don't like how you did this. I don't like how you did that. Like right now, ooh, hold on,
You so
my
crazy.
my shit's terrible. Yeah, I'm terrible, but we good though. You
So
know what
I
I
have
mean?
a question for you. I have a
Okay.
question. What advice would you give to a young kid that's 15, that's fully entrenched and not focused on, like you said, you always worked, you went to school, you had a job. So what advice would you give to a kid that's really torn in between trying to get his shit together, still trying to, I don't know if it's put in work or be down or,
It,
not disappoint somebody,
look,
but what would you say to them?
I don't know, Couture, because the whole thing was, you know, for me, I didn't have that pressure. You know, nobody told me. None of my homeboys were like, man, you can't stop working. You can't do this. But then I realized that, like I said, when I'm in the streets and I watch my homeboys get their money took, taken, whatever the proper English is, um, I was like, well, shit, I work. Let me keep my motherfucking what they call it, your check stub on me. So that was my click thing. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, it's to me, gang banging in 2021 or whatever we are is stupid. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, when we started gang banging in the 70s and 80s, it was all about protecting our neighborhood, but it's nothing like that now. It's not nothing about protecting our neighborhood. The police don't even protect our neighborhood. So, you know, like I said, my run-ins with the police back in the day, early '80s, we had this dude named Picture Man. Picture Man would roll up on us, and he knew we was from '60s or whatever. And the first thing he said was, "Throw up your hood." So we throw up our hood, bang. He take a picture. So all that was doing, he was sending that picture to the county jail or whatever. So now when you went to jail, you couldn't say, "Oh, I ain't from Roller 60." Oh, well, shit, here go a picture. So I mean, it was just dedication back then. It was like I said, it was fun. It was fun. It was fun gang banging to me back in the days. Now I look at shit, it ain't fun no more. So my thing with kids, I would probably push them to be athletes or whatever, or in school, whatever, because we had all that. We had athletes from the hood. We had scholars from the hood. Yeah. The homie might not have wanted you to know that he was a straight A student, but he was a straight A student.
Yeah.
And we might have clowned him about it. Man, you getting straight A? What's that? But he was the class clown. He was the class clown of the class, but he was getting straight A's. So we had all that. So my thing. Look, straight A student for me, not at all. I bring home C's and B's and whatever, but I would never no straight A student. I couldn't do it. I probably, if I focused, I probably could have did it, but I didn't do it.
Yeah. Pamela said at Marlon, hashtag grown man, hashtag priorities in order, hashtag family man. That's the highest rank. So that's what's up, Pamela.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like I said, once I had kids, my aspect on life changed. But like I say, right now, I'm a married man, but I'm going through a divorce. So I'm good. What I mean? Like I say, there's too many women out here. I'm good. I'm
He
straight.
said there's too many women,
There's too
and
many
you got a
women
lot
out
of them
here.
in the chat.
Hey, look, it's people out there killing their wives, killing their girlfriends, boyfriends. All
Man,
I'm cool. I wish I would go and enjoy whatever you did. Go and enjoy that. I'm cool. I'm sitting out here. I'm gonna enjoy my life. I'm gonna take care of my kids. I'm gonna take care of my parents. My parents are 87 and 86 years old. All I look forward to every day or every weekend is seeing my parents and seeing my kids. So that's me. I keep it 100. You know what I mean? I love
oh
seeing
yeah,
my homeboys when I come to the hood. Hey, so like I say, later on tonight, hey, I'm getting out somewhere to go see somebody.
yeah. Hey, I started giggling because I saw Henny God said to ask. Was it Henny God that said ask about the pigeons? Yeah,
Yeah,
Henny God said tell Marlon how them pigeons doing. I
yeah.
gotta giggle.
Look, I still got my pigeons on shit. Like I grew up on pigeons and with pigeons. So this is a 11, 12-year old when I first started the hobby. Now, like I say, I'm 54 years old. I still got pigeons, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, it's just like animals. I think animals are more loyal to you than human beings. So that's just how I look at it. You know what I mean? I don't think I had an animal period that's been disloyal to me. But
Yeah, I'm
shit,
looking for me a new puppy. Anybody that has a puppy, I'm looking for something that's like less than 10 pounds, 12 pounds, because I need to cupcake with a nice little puppy.
shit.
Looking for some little furry friend, like while I'm on the show, I could jump in my lap and like say hi to you guys. Not for real, I really am looking for a puppy that's like under 10 pounds. I miss my
Right.
dog.
Couture, why you looking like that? Let's go. Come on, get up in there.
I mean,
She be
you
like,
know,
oh, she's so used to my big mouth.
just
Hey,
feeding off you, just thinking of questions as they come up. It's,
you know, I look at Couture. Look, when I first saw Couture come to
Why is your homeboy calling me when he knows I have a live show right now?
who's my homeboy?
The husband.
Oh, tell my boy what's happening. Tell him get
Man,
on.
I canceled him. Like,
All
you know
right,
I do
look,
this every Saturday at this time.
look.
Why are you calling me?
But look, when I met Couture, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Hey, look, what we call this? What is this? What is this called? What is this whole thing called?
This is Conversations in the Hookah Lounge.
All right, conversation in Hookah. When I first met Couture, man, Couture came to Silmar Juvenile Hall, right? And boy, she was the talk of the town. You feel
What
me?
the hell?
Hey, look, hey, and look, see, that's why she laughed. She was the
No,
talk of
I
the
have
town.
music playing in my ear all of a sudden. I don't know where it came from.
What?
There's music in my headphones. I
Oh,
don't know where it came from.
I had no idea, but look, Keturah was the talk of the town through the juvenile hall, you know. But she stayed
What the
100.
hell?
She stayed 100 to her
That
dude at that time or whatever. She been a 100 person, you know, and I respect that shit. That shit was all right.
Yeah, I had I'm loyal. I'm a loyal person, so,
Right,
and I had a man that didn't play,
right, 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 right,
yeah,
right.
rest in peace,
Rest in peace. Right,
yeah,
right, right.
but,
And he was well known in that lowrider world too. So you know what I mean?
yeah.
So that's a hard thing. You know, I understand all that, man. You know, we didn't lost all kind of people and the respect from people.
And he really was somebody that kind of opened up my eyes because I mean I was never like low riding in cars was always like something that I really enjoyed, but other things that he did in his past that I think you can relate to. He really is the one that kind of showed me and taught me that you can always have a heart for certain things, but that doesn't mean you have to go out there and make bad choices. And
Correct.
so that was
Correct.
kind of why I asked you what I did because he was a G to the heart, period.
Right.
And
Right. Right.
that never changed up until the day he passed.
Right.
Um,
Right.
so that's why I asked you what I asked you, and I try to tell that to the kids I work with now. Like, man, you can be down in your heart, but you don't have to go out here and just do stupid ass shit.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I
and
try to have.
that's much respect because, like you said, it's all about, like I said, I've never been the hardest dude from the hood, but I was respected from the hood. Can't
Right.
like I say, can't nobody ever say, "Hey, that nigga told on me," or "Hey, that nigga can't support." No, it ain't gonna happen, man. I wasn't raised like that. I got a homie right now. I'm a diehard. I love the dude to death. But then they got paperwork on him. So like I tell him, and I'm 100, I'm 100 with him. I told him, bro, I love you to death. I can't fuck with you. I wasn't raised like that, homie. You know, so I see you in passing. Hey, what's happening? I'm good. But you're not gonna get caught up seeing him pulling up right now in this live talking about, hey, what's going on? No, that ain't gonna happen, man. I don't fuck
yeah. I'm sorry. Crazy music started playing in my head. my computer just started playing music after my phone rang. Thank you,
Oh.
Keturah. That's why you're here, because you kept this going. Smooches to you. I love you. That's why. And we always work together. We have always worked together so well. Everybody at work didn't like you because me and you just meshed so well. That's why you my friend. See how she just picked that up and kept going? I love you, smooches, smooches. Weird things started happening to me. I was like, why is At Your Best started playing in my headphone? Like, what? Love you guys. Thank you, Keturah. That's why you're here. Big Devil said, is it Big Devil? Because now I can't see. Yeah, Big Devil said, wow, same tactics the Linwood Vikings did to us. That was in a conversation. But I love Big Devil, so I got to read his comments on here. So I didn't want to leave him out. He was in the comments. I don't like to leave our comments out, Caddy, so you know I gotta read them to you. Eyeball said, yeah. Marlon said, Eyeball said, Marlon, I'm mid-streaming divorce
Hold
too.
on real quick.
I'm gonna kick him in the throat. But I got nervous because I just had music start playing in my headphones and I kind of freaked out. Like, what is going on? Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. You are such a doll. That's why I love you so much.
I try.
No, you didn't try.
About
you
me.
did that.
I was like, what?
You know, Caddy, why should just go keep it pushing? That's why he's like one of the realest dudes I know. Like, I'm not gonna use the N-word in here, but he's really like the realest dude I know.
No, we have like family connections in an odd way. So myself, him, and actually another staff, but you know, like literally family connections, you know, cousins of who I was with, he's related to. And so when we found it out, it was just like, dang, okay, you know.
Good looking, OG Steve. Yeah, I always do that because stuff pops up.
I didn't hear nothing y'all said. What was that?
Oh, we was just talking so much trash about you. Like,
what I do?
No, you know we love you, man. Stop.
What I did? Look. My dad came in. He needs some Pedialyte because he getting cramps. So look, that's what I'm talking about. See, he 87
I figured
years old.
it was one of your parents.
You know what I mean?
Man, that's what's up, Caddy. You know, I ain't gonna get all weirded out or depressed or nothing, but man, appreciate your parents because I don't have none. You know what I'm saying? So love them.
And that's why I always tell people. I'll say be 100 with you. I say I'm probably out of majority of my homies. I'm the only one that got both parents.
Yeah.
Out of majority of the homies, you know, they don't have nothing. So I still, like I say, you know, my parents, like I say, I'm 54 years old. I can leave out here tonight. My parents, it might be 12 o'clock, 12:30. They're going to call me. Especially my dad going to call and say, hey, where you at? You know, and I'll be like, I'm down the street or I'm here. Okay, I'm just checking. I don't have no problem with that, homie.
Exactly.
I don't have no problem with that. You know what I mean? Like, look, I used to tell my ex-wife, I only got two parents, a mother and dad. Don't ask me where I'm at. They the only one that can ask me that shit. You know what I mean? But it's 100. That's me.
Yeah. And anybody out there, I'm telling you, just appreciate your parents. Because, you know, like I didn't cling to the husband's parents. Like they asked me to do something or they want to see me. I don't care if I don't feel good. 90% of the times I go because I don't have parents.
Right.
So, yeah. Just love them. And they get on our nerves because let me tell you, I lost my mom almost 2 years ago. And trust me, she got on my nerves all the time. But I loved that lady.
Right.
So just, you know what I mean? They get on our nerves.
And you know, I knew your mom, so
yeah, you did.
That's the whole thing. You know what I mean? And I can keep 100. She was crazy as a motherfucker.
Crazy lady. Yeah, she was.
Person, you know what I mean? And that's why I always tell people, a person can be crazy, but are they good people? They good people. You feel me?
Yeah, she was.
She was a good person. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I don't see no.
She was about this big and talked so much mess. Like, how are you this big and talk so much mess? But
Hey, look,
yeah.
I don't see no comments, but hey, look.
Oh, you can't see comments? Well, they're loving you.
I
There's a
don't
lot of
know,
things
but
they're
look,
saying to you.
it don't matter to me because you know my whole thing is this show is a platform for you and is a G-Lew,
Yeah,
G-Lew,
G-Lew.
Keturah, everybody. I mean, you know, y'all. Hey, this is. I don't mind coming on here and look. Oh shit! Let me tell y'all something. I'm loaded.
And you didn't give like look, my hour is almost up, and you gotta give us one story. You gotta give us one story.
What kind of story you want to hear?
Something. Give me the craziest thing you did in the hood.
Let me see. I ain't gonna get. Look.
Okay, just because I mean, like I'm saying,
I'm gonna give you this story. Look, I'm gonna give you this story. This probably 19. Shit, I don't remember. But look, I'm rolling with my homies, right? This time at the time, I'm trying to. I'm trying. You hear me? I'm trying to sell dope, right? I'm trying to sell dope. I'm trying. So I go cop a little sack or something, and then you know my homeboys. When I go cop the sack, I grab a couple of the homies. They see me coming back and like they want to ride to McDonald's. So, you know, at that time, I got a car. I'm cool. Let's go. Let's roll. But I got this sack on me. I just copped. So we pull up on McDonald's on Florence and Crenshaw. Bam, we order. We get our food. We coming out to McDonald's. Out the drive-through, we hitting a little spot on 60. I think that's 67. I don't remember what it is. 67. Crash come hit us, right? Crash coming in, we going out. So the homie tell me, he say, Crash, go, cuz. I said, damn, why we running? He say, nigga, I got warrants with me. So yeah, I hit, boom. I hit about 2 blocks, bust a right, let the homie out, the homie run. Police gaffle us up. It's me and my other homeboy. I didn't threw the little dope out that I had at the time. I think I ran over it. We out there probably 20, 30 minutes. They ain't found nothing. I'm like, I'm cool. I got Laker tickets in my back pocket. Laker ticket, my brother didn't gave me. Laker ticket, and I ain't talking about no all the way up at the seat, and we in some legit tickets where I can actually hear people talking. So, the police, they pull up, they don't find nothing. Another police pull up and he gonna put my car in drive or reverse or whatever, and he said, "Here go the dope right here." So my whole thing, it was probably 30, 40 homies outside at the time. So my first thing is say, how you gonna blame that on me? It's 30 niggas outside. So they take me to jail. They take the homie to jail. The homie younger than me. So they say, call your mama. His mama come get him. I'm sitting in here. I'm in Inglewood substation with all kind of blood dudes, original blood dudes, old dudes, and the old dude tell me, he said, "Where you from?" I said, "I'm from 60 something." He said, "Man, ain't no 60 gonna be in this tank with me." So I'm looking at the time, like I say, I might have been 18, 19. I don't know. Dude probably damn near 25, 30. I'm like, well, shit, man, I'm for 60. What you want me to do? I'm not. They ain't gonna let me out this motherfucker. So shit, what you want me to do? So it was the homie. I think the nigga name was Chili Red from Inglewood Family, I believe. So he told me, man, you gotta roll. I said I ain't rolling nothing, homie. So then the police come, they gaffle me. They say you going to county jail. They go in my little pocket or in my, I don't know if they went in my property, but they told me you won't be needing these Laker tickets. And like I said, they was some real tickets, some playoff tickets.
Oh
But
man.
but they sent me to county jail behind that, and the whole thing is they didn't went and used my Laker tickets. I was pissed off. I'm still pissed off.
Over the Lakers, I would be too.
Man, give my shit back.
Thank you.
You know, give my shit back. But you know, like I say, those was fun times. You know what I mean? Those are fun times. I would never, ever give it back. Y'all see? Hold on. I still got hairline. Don't even trip.
You are a fool. What is wrong with you?
Cause you know, hey, people my age, they should be sitting way back the fuck here. I'm good. Hey, I got gray though. I'm gray as motherfucker. I'm look like Fred Sanford, but don't trip.
I'm starting to get gray too. So when I took my little braids out, my granddaughter's like, "Did you put highlights?" I was like, "No, baby girl, that's just gray. That's just all
right." Yeah, you know what I mean? But look, I love y'all to death, man. I'm sitting here. You know.
No, we just hit an hour, and it went by so fast. When I looked at it, I was like, yeah, because I tend to go over. But that's my hour. I love you. I'm so glad you came and joined us tonight. Keturah, you want to say anything to him before he checks out on us?
My homegirl, Keturah.
Yeah, it was good talking to you. Good seeing you.
Let me tell you something real quick. Boy, I had a crush on Keturah probably about 13 years ago, 15 years ago. Boy, oh shit. But I'm good. Hey, look, I know her husband.
I did too.
So we good.
Yeah, we good.
I used to call her my little Russian ballerina.
Hey, look, she used to come in and relieve our board. I'd be like, ooh, yeah.
I used to. Oh, they were so. Their building was so terrible. I would call them and let them know I'm coming. To like, don't be asleep, don't be doing nothing wrong. I walk in, they all be asleep.
Hey, they didn't have no structure or nothing, boy. But shit, hey, but that nigga there was fine as a motherfucker, though. I'll tell you that, baby. Shit.
She still is.
Oh man,
who said was?
Be quiet. She got a husband.
Oh yeah, she used to be. You're right.
Shit.
She used to be. She is not anymore. There you go.
Right.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Still nice looking, but yeah, no, we can't. Be quiet.
My bad. You know my ass. You gotta tell me to be quiet.
No, I know.
Nah, much love. Much love.
Hold on. Oh, wait. This nigga done said my hairline. Look, they ain't got no LeBron. My shit ain't painted on.
Damn.
Hold on.
How you gonna end my show like that? Who was that?
Because they said
that was Western Ave.
Oh, look, hey. She talking about my shit got the LeBron. Nigga, I ain't got no LeBron shit.
I love me some Western Ave. That is one day I gotta meet you, Western Ave, because we both right here in LA. We have got to go and have a drink or two. You told me to get out the house, Western Ave. We gotta hook up somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, look, I love y'all. Everybody, I'm out of here. I'm finna on the real. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Look, I'm finna eat me some motherfucking Louisiana chicken. I'm finna watch these Rams. And
that is Eric's favorite place to eat.
And then I'm finna hit a little sports bar, so I'm good.
All right, Doug. Thank you for joining us.
Safe.
Love you, smooches. And be safe out there.
All right.
All right.
All right, man. That was so much fun.
Yeah. It's crazy.
James. It's so much fun. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love me some caddy. Well, caddy. Yeah.
Hey, that was a great I didn't get a chance to holler at the homie before he checked out, but man, great show. Shout out to CBoy.
Yeah.
That was great. You guys did great.
Thanks.
Had Keturah over there blushing the whole time. She didn't really speak much. She just blushed, but great job.
I asked Didi. I'm like, we got some questions for him, or like, what are we gonna talk about?
She did. I was I'm so unprepared because Eric just needed to talk to his mom today. So I was like, girl, I'm unprepared. We winging this tonight.
Right.
But we
Great
did.
combo.
Hey,
Great show. Great
Yeah.
show. Great
Yeah,
show.
it was good.
thanks. Hey,
Great
G, play
show.
that video with all those pictures of him before we
Oh,
say
okay,
goodnight to
okay,
everybody.
okay.
Yeah.
Let me do that. We'll be right back.
Let's go. Late night, California dreaming. Gotta catch a flight later on this evening. LAX bound, can't wait to touch down. Draw Mercedes with my lady and another bus down. Dipping down Sunset, listening to Maze, purple haze got my lungs wet. And I ain't even done yet. Finna roll another one just to have some fun with. You know that California killer, often imitated, but it ain't none realer. Homie, I remember you used to get
Cracking cause you got a little name. I'm J.O. Felony, but you can call me Lil James.
Switch, twist, flip, motherfucking G to a T, hood rich, infamous. In this bitch on trip, lyricist. I'm a quip, I'm a spit, I'm a trip, I'm a crip, I'm for real. I'm a scanner and a bandana clipping. It's the chippin' dipping, hitting switches, no bullshitting. From Atlantic Drive, Santana, Nutty Block, all my niggas neighborhood, UG blocks. All my niggas riding as one. Can you imagine that? Well, imagine this, and imagine 6 to your dome, halogenic, fuck forensics on a mission. Listen, this is first generation business, nigga. Sharks.
Limited artillery. Dealing with a gang of hostility. Crazy guardian angel, mangy gorilla was up, get mango. You're in present danger. Flying off a roller coaster, lost in the ocean. Beware. There's
Man, before we end this, you want to say anything to the people since you got to hang out with me today? I so miss you. We used to have so much fun. Hey, those purple Cadillacs. I come on the show with my purple Cadillacs. I made purple Cadillacs for G-Lew and everyone at our first family reunion. This right here is. I learned how to make them because we used to go hang out and buy them. This is my purple Cadillac homegirl. We had our purple Cadillacs together, so that is where purple Cadillacs come from. So G-Lew, here she is, Miss Purple Cadillac. We used to go have our PC program together.
Hey, why weren't you at the reunion, Keturah? What happened?
You know what? That's the weekend that my son got married.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He got married.
Congratulations to your
Sunday, August 1st, and so we were up north.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I would have loved to be there. I look forward to when I can meet you and hang out with Dee Dee and stuff like that. Since we're all, connecting,
Right.
Oh, I got
reconnecting.
my new G-Lew shirt. You couldn't see. I wore the new G-Lew shirt. You never get to see my shirt. I was
Hold on.
G-Lew
Let's see. There you go.
Yeah. That's my little gangster pose.
Okay.
Yeah. All night you didn't see the shirt. I never get my camera right. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead. I just had to say, because I drink the purple Cadillacs on the show, and I needed to show the girl that I drank the purple Cadillacs with.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed this, and I think it's great to have a platform to talk about all kinds of different things and stuff like that. So I always enjoy it. Sometimes it gets crazy in the background like it is right now, but
It's all good.
Yeah,
all good.
no, I have a good time. So I look forward to the next one for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, she'll be jumping on with us here and there.
Yeah, you definitely gotta come back and hang out. You gotta become a resident now. I mean, Keturah, it's official. It's official now. Stop playing.
Okay.
Stop playing. Yeah.
Yeah, stop playing.
So yeah, because I like to hang out with people that like everything is genuine, and we have a connection that, trust me, people used to get mad at us because she yells at me. One day she was yelling at me. And I just sat there and didn't say nothing. Like, And another person came and was like, you only let her yell at you. I was like, no, I was just too mad at Keturah to say anything. I just had to sit there and let her get whatever she was filling out. And she got all red. And she walked out, slammed the door. It was so funny. So,
hey, we worked in a crazy place.
Yeah.
But you know what? The one thing that I'll never forget, you know, being new in the environment that we came from, is that you taught me so much. I needed to see a woman do our work, and that's what I got from you. And like, I'll forever be grateful for that. And
okay, girl, don't be like.
No,
I started getting embarrassed.
I know it's hard to take, but you know what's happened is that I've had other female officers now come and tell me, like, damn, I thought you were mean. Now I realize that you were nice, but when I saw you work, like, that's what I needed. And I said, you know, who I got it from, you know. So, like, you know, I think as women, we need to see other strong women.
And it was my biggest thing was just to stick together. One thing is, like, if I always saw someone that wasn't, it wasn't that you weren't capable. It's like nobody like pulled you to the side and said, hey, look, this, that. Because men didn't help us. They didn't like, I'm not going to say my homeboy's name because we ended up being really good friends. But I walked in there and I was like, you're not going to like tell me how your building runs. He was like, no, you're going to be gone tomorrow. Yeah. And just threw me out there by myself. Yeah. And I would never do that to another woman. For me, I would never do that. So, yeah. And actually,
we
you know,
related. We had a lot in common too.
We did.
Besides the job. But you know, that's always gonna be like the first thing in my heart, that you know, you showed me how to be a strong woman in that environment. So, you know, absolutely.
Okay, stop. I can't do that. So yeah, this was so much fun. You know, I started getting all warm. My face starts blushing. I can't do that.
I know you don't
have
like
a reputation to uphold, and you are messing it up right now. Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
I always tell them, don't. You know, I have that rep that you be blowing it for me every time. So, yeah, exactly. This was fun. I loved it. You guys know how much I love to be here on a Saturday with you guys. It just really makes my day great. I always tell you I spend my Saturday doing absolutely nothing. I tell you guys every day. I busted G-Lew for this. Take one day for yourself. The Most High took one day for himself. Why? Rest. And that's what I do on Saturdays. And then I end the day with you guys. So this is always great. Join us again next week. We'll be here. Don't forget, tomorrow is Sunday. Catch Blog Talk at 7, and then catch the after show with Oldies Rule Forever. We love you guys. Peace,
Oldies
joy,
rule
and
forever. Peace and love, y'all.
Oldies Rule Forever.
And ever.
Exactly. Peace, joy, and hair grease. I need some. My hair is dry.
Or oils. To Keturah oils. Peace,
yes,
her
essential. Oh yes.
There you go.
We need our oils.
Yes.
Go ahead and plug your oils, Keturah, again. Tell them where they can get at you to get those oils.
Oh, thank you. You can check me out on Instagram. My Instagram page is Aroma Life LA, and my Facebook page is Aroma Life. So for all your essential oil education and other wonderful natural products that are good for your body. So yeah, most definitely come check me out. I'd love to share.
Yes.
Thank you.
I don't have my iPad to click your link in the. I will click it in there. Hey, just hit my page where we have the flyer. Click her link and take straight to her page. Go follow Keturah.
Thank
that
you.
Part. Love y'all. We out of here. Peace and love.
All right. Later.
Peace.